You might be wondering, what's the first step I need to take if I want to begin the application process? Well, once you've decided you want to run a family daycare program, the next step is completing an application. You may request an application at the end of this video course. Once a single form from the application package comes into the Office of Children and Family Services, your application is considered in process. However, completing the forms is only one part of the process. Inspections will be needed, and many times one or more inspections may be necessary if there are safety, programmatic, or fire issues. Throughout the process, you'll receive letters updating you about the status of your application. The letters will tell you what items of documentation have been received, which are outstanding or incomplete, and the status of the inspections. You have 90 days to complete the application paperwork, and all inspections must be completed and approved by the Office of Children and Family Services before starting care when a license or registration is required. So the more thorough you can be, the more quickly the process will flow. Since you're going to be running a business, you may want to think about a legal business structure. It may be beneficial to consult an expert in these matters. It's important to be fully informed of the legal ramifications for you financially and from a liability perspective. Thinking about how much it will cost to run your program is also essential. You may want to obtain cost estimates for materials and food for your program and develop a preliminary budget indicating all expenses and all income that will be generated. There are many resources available to help with this step, including your local child care resource and referral program, the Civil Service Employees Union, or CSEA, or the United Federation of Teachers, or UFT. There are fiscal obligations to operating a family daycare home, so be sure you learn about labor and tax requirements for your program. You can find out more about these requirements from your local child care resource and referral program. A listing of these agencies can be found at the end of this video in the resources section.
Background checks are required for you as the provider and all persons working in your child care program and residing in the home where child daycare takes place. These mandatory background checks are required prior to you, your assistant, or substitutes being left unsupervised with children in the program. A background check for you and your employees consists of a digital fingerprinting process by an authorized vendor, a sworn statement indicating whether or not you have, to the best of your knowledge, ever been convicted of a misdemeanor or felony in New York State or any other jurisdiction, and a database check through the statewide Central Register of Child Abuse and Maltreatment.
In addition, 3 positive references are needed, along with a completed medical statement that includes a screening for tuberculosis. Residents over the age of 18 years of age in the home must also complete the digital fingerprint screening, complete a criminal history statement, and a database check through the statewide Central Register of Child Abuse and Maltreatment, and submit a completed medical statement. Children under the age of 18 residing in the home must have a completed medical form on record. There are costs associated with these requirements, so be sure to include them in your budget. You can find out more about these requirements in the regulations.